Bridgerton Season 4 is adapting Julia Quinn's An Offer from a Gentleman, focusing on Benedict Bridgerton's story and introducing new characters, including Sophie Beck, played by Yaron.
Ha!
Notably, the show hints at a significant departure from the book by altering the relationships between Sophie and the newly introduced Araminta, Rosamund, and Posey Lee. While the book emphasizes Sophie as the illegitimate daughter of the Earl of Penwood, the series suggests a shift towards her personal growth, potentially leading to a surprising revelation regarding her lineage later on. This change may offer a clever twist on the original narrative. Bridgerton Season 4's new characters hint at a major, and very smart, book change. With Bridgerton Season 4 officially in production, Shondaland made information about new characters available, introducing an exciting change from the Bridgerton book that Season 4 is set to adapt. Bridgerton Season 4's focus was officially revealed as Benedict Bridgerton's story in July 2024, thus bringing to the screen the events from Julia Quinn's fourth Bridgerton book, An Offer from a Gentleman. Only in September 2024 was the casting of Yaron as Sophie Beck for Bridgerton Season 4 announced, finally revealing Benedict's love interest. However, the beginning of production also brought forth intriguing revelations about other key book characters. Developing over two timelines, An Offer from a Gentleman first established Benedict as vehemently opposed to marriage only for him to reconsider his decision after meeting the mysterious lady in silver at the masquerade ball. The meeting had a massive impact on Benedict's story in the book, going on to affect even his future meeting with Sophie and their budding relationship. However, three other characters were also central to An Offer from a Gentleman's story, especially through their connection to Sophie, and details about them hint at a major and clever change in Bridgerton Season 4 for them. Araminta, Rosamund and Posey's updates hint at a different connection between them and Sophie. The beginning of production for Bridgerton Season 4 was accompanied by the reveal of three new characters, Araminta Gunn, Rosamund Lee and Posey Lee, via Shondaland. If Araminta is described as someone who doesn't respond well to threats to her standing and Rosamund is presented as her firstborn, always willing to please her mother, the secondborn Posey is defined by how little spotlight Araminta puts on her per Shondaland's revelations. The three are described as the family who Sophie Beck works for in Bridgerton Season 4, and their characterizations already hint at a conflict between them and Sophie. While Sophie also works for Araminta in An Offer from a Gentleman, the Bridgerton book specified how Sophie's connection to them didn't stop at just living in the same place but also involved Sophie being the Earl of Penwood's illegitimate daughter. The whole reason why Araminta still kept Sophie at her house well after the Earl's death had to do with the amount of extra money she received because she gave Sophie a roof under which to stay, making Sophie and Araminta indissolubly linked by their relation to the Earl even as Araminta would have loved to forget their connection. Bridgerton Season 4 only referring to Araminta's employment of Sophie can change Sophie's story to focus on her growth solely. Although Sophie only learned of the Earl's provisions at the end of Julia Quinn's fourth Bridgerton book, having been born out of wedlock was always a part of the story, along with the clear knowledge of everyone involved how Sophie was the Earl of Penwood's daughter. Their connection in Bridgerton Season 4 only referring to Araminta's employment of Sophie can change Sophie's story to focus on her growth solely, or still make the reveal of the Earl of Penwood's paternity and his arrangements for Sophie the surprising ending resolution.